This is a 2018 Ford Mustang GT with the 10-speed automatic, performance package, and magnetic ride. The interior in this car is the best it's ever been, and if you opt for the LCD display, it really brings the entire vibe you get out of this car to the next level. Here we go, guys, inside the 2018 Ford Mustang GT. This has got 460 horsepower, 25 more than the 2017 with 435. Initially, you do notice the extra horsepower, and it sounds actually really good for a Mustang GT. No, it's not a flat plane crank like my GT350 is. This is still your cross plane crank 5.0 Coyote engine, but it is very nice. You can actually opt for different exhaust modes. You have anything from quiet, normal, sport, track. Here we go, guys. We're gonna do a 0 to 60 test. My last car that I had did not have launch control, but we are in the automatic right now, performance package. So luckily we do have some help right there. And with the magnetic ride in drag mode, it should be able to stiffen the front end and loosen the back. The good thing about that is that it provides major weight transfer during a dig. Okay, so we're gonna do this the right way, which is in drag mode. Drag strip mode engaged. For this test, I'm going to use the automatic shifting just because I want to see how quickly this car can actually go through the gears in the 10-speed auto. Here we go. Those were 0 to 60 tests. We're going to be doing a highway pull. Downshift to about, how many gears do I have? I'm in 5th gear, only pulling 3,500 RPM. Here we go. Oh man, you actually get the wheel chirp back there. That's a nice touch. That is a very nice touch. This 2018 Ford Mustang GT is equipped with magnetic ride. So where am I at? I am at the mountains with big sweeping corners, and I'm testing out this body roll. The Shelbys were introduced with that feature back in 2015. Really what they're doing is they're finding out what works with their high-performance vehicles, and they're applying it to the whole entire lineup. This vehicle is a bargain for the money, and it's really for the enthusiasts. This is an enthusiast car. This is some car you can buy, customize, do whatever the heck you want to it, and run it hard all day long and have no issues. Quick though, I want to say thank you to Ford for hooking me up with this vehicle for the week. It is really fantastic. It's changed the way I look at Mustang GTs because it's been engineered in such a way that it actually gives my GT350 a run for its money in the straight line. Even though I'm still not an automatic guy, I do enjoy this 10-speed automatic. It functions perfectly well. It does everything you want it to do, and I completely understand the hype behind it. So to sum it all up, I'd still rather have the 6-speed manual, but this 10-speed automatic is a great alternative for people out there that just want to daily drive their car and aren't too picky what kind of transmission they want. As soon as you get inside the 2018 Ford Mustang GT, it feels nice. It feels like it's very high quality, and you kind of question that. Ford Mustang feeling high quality, it's true. This in fact gives you a very good feeling. It kind of resembles that of a luxury car because everything that you see and touch, it feels like it's worth the money. It feels like the design is on point. They nailed it. Cruising around right now, you can't help to notice that the visibility is astonishing. It's almost like I have a panoramic view all around me. Every direction, every angle, you can see perfectly well. When I drove the 2017 Camaro SS for 1,400 miles, the one thing about that car that always struck me was the way you look around. It kind of feels like you're within a tank sitting very low. The sides go way up high and you can barely see behind you. This car, even though I have a wing, I can still see perfectly. Hands down, I find that the visibility in this car is the best in its class. You can easily pop this car into normal drive mode, even sport mode, relax, and the ride feels nice and soft. It's not too firm like my car. The Magnet Ride really does do its job, but not to the same extent I find in my car. In my car, it really stiffens everything up and reacts so quickly. In this car, you can feel that it's there, it's just not doing the same amount of work, I find. It really feels more like it's in a comfort setting than a track. That could be also a pro, not a con. So what's all changed with the 2018 Ford Mustang? First off, you get a redesigned front end. This is where they come up with the refresh. How does this car gain 25 horsepower over the 2017 Ford Mustang GT? Well, that is thanks to direct and port injection with the new 5.0 engine. A good way to put it is that Ford is finding what works with their best cars that they make, and they're kind of trickling it down to each model. For example, the GT350s, those cars first came out with the magnetic ride. Now it's on this car as an option. Also, with the RPMs, this car is now going all the way up to almost 7,500 RPMs, which that is a lot for a 5.0 engine with a cross-plane crankshaft. For example, the Bullet now has the same intake the GT350 has, which helps raise that car to, I think, 480 horsepower. This car is a great deal for the money, I find. If you don't exactly have the budget to buy a Shelby Mustang, or you don't quite want to go that far into the performance spectrum, this is an ideal car for you to purchase. What I most like about this car right now is the new exhaust you can buy, the quad-tipped exhaust. That looks very good for a Mustang. I don't like the single pipe to me. It just doesn't fit the car. I like the new LCD screen. That is a must-have, and I for sure can't wait to have that in the GT500. That will make going to track days so much easier because everything is displayed right in front of you in such a cleaner way. What I least like about it is the front end facelift. It goes a bit too high for my preference. I kind of like the low stance of front ends. When I look at the new 2018 Mustangs, I find the front end of the car and the front fascia, it kind of curves up. It makes it easier to drive, I think, because it dips and whatnot. But the design doesn't fit me too much. This is the best Mustang GT ever built. Personally, if I were to buy this car, I would just change two things. Even though these seats are very good for daily driving, and the air conditioning feature is pretty cool, I must add. Personally, when I drive a Mustang, or when I look at Mustangs, I like seeing the Recaro seats in them. It helps me when I'm on the racetrack because it keeps you in a firm position. You don't get to move around that much. The second thing I'd change is still, even though how quick and how sought after the new 10-speed automatic is, I like to have the 6-speed manual because it connects me to the vehicle in a way the automatic does not. It is truly fast. It does give my GT350 a run for the money in the straight line. In the orange, actually, the orange looks very good. I was kind of iffy about it, but now looking at it, this really does make this whole entire Mustang just pop. Thanks for watching this video. If you liked it, make sure to smash that like button, comment down below what you think, and subscribe for much more of the Shelby lifestyle, and why not share the video?